Some snow coming down in our view at the Luther Family Ford Skycam. It's just going to be one of those days where it's going to be tough out on the roads. You're going to want plenty of time, not just out in open areas like we've seen during other events this past winter, but even in town, and especially in town where we've got that snow turning to slush and getting kind of slippery, especially in those intersections and where people are stopping and going. So be careful out there today. Of course, we've been hearing from JC on how conditions are on the roads, and Jordan's been showing you road conditions throughout the morning as well. So again, snow accumulating. You can see in the trees here that we've got a nice little coating on the branches. That's a good sign that, one, it's a wet snow and that the wind isn't so strong that it's preventing it from accumulating on some of these smaller surfaces. We want you to use some caution anywhere, though, here today, especially on those bridge decks where we tend to freeze over sooner. We're looking at that snow and slush continuing through the morning and into the afternoon. The snow will taper off, but we're still looking at some wind and conditions that won't necessarily be ideal as you are starting off your day today. So let's take a look at your radar. We have some snow across the region. We've got this one little pocket of pink showing up here around Fargo-Moorhead, especially into Clay County. That's the radar indicating that there may be some melting happening as that snow is falling here, this warmer layer. There is the potential that maybe some of that snow is turning over to a little bit of sleet. So something to be aware of. But bottom line is we're more dealing with snow, with that band of heavier snow stretching from around this area back up through Mahnomen County. So right along Highway 10, going to be a snowier start for you. As we take a closer or more wide view rather of that snow, that band again setting up basically from Red Lake, Bemidji area, back through Mahnomen, back through Fargo-Moorhead, and into southeastern North Dakota. Some pockets where there isn't as much snow in Lakes Country, but you'll see that snow chance continue. And then the farther north and west you are, the quieter it is. Our visibility looking better up in Langdon and Devil's Lake. Grand Forks has had some snow, that's tapered off, and now you're dealing with some fog there. And then the rest of us in the south, the visibility is down because of the snowfall. We're down to a half-mile visibility in Oaks and Gwinner, and several areas in that 1 to 2 mile range in places right along that band of heavier snow. The wind is not light right now, or not strong in that band. It is stronger, though, to the north and west, and those stronger winds will be making their way into the rest of the valley as the morning goes on. So it's about to get windier. Temperatures are into that freezing range, most of us at or below freezing, so that snow is sticking. It's 31 in Fargo. And continuing through the morning, this band again just kind of dwindles little by little. And so this is 9 a.m., still getting the snow for the morning drive. Unfortunately, it's going to be messy out there in the south. Northern Valley, quieter for you, but windy. And that wind continues to pick up as we make our way through the morning, so everybody's dealing with these gusts into the 30s to 40 miles per hour out of the north. So that north wind, a cooling wind, that's going to make our temperatures struggle to climb here today. And the snow does taper off. We'll see still some isolated areas in the south and east, especially in our far eastern counties. But overall, the accumulating snow winding down into midday, and then by the time we get into the afternoon, it's done. Temperatures may climb above freezing, I think in most areas, by a few degrees at least. So that means the snow that's on the roads will easily start to melt, especially those higher traveled roads even this morning. But we'll likely keep it around on the grassy areas for some time here today and into tonight once that sun, or rather, once the sun sets and the temperatures start to drop. We'll be below freezing yet again, and we'll start off your day tomorrow into the 20s. We'll have to watch out for some slick spots simply because our temperatures have refrozen over, or the snow is frozen back over any areas where it's turned to slush. So it's going to be a little slick again tomorrow morning. But we'll melt the snow. We've got warmer temperatures ahead. We'll take a look at your 7-day planner right after this. Today, first alert weather day, of course, we are dealing with slushy, wet snow and a tougher morning drive here today. As we head into Thursday, we keep the wind around. It'll still be breezy. The snow has moved on and temperatures start rising. So back above freezing again Thursday and into Friday back into the 40s. So this snow does not stick around. It will melt. And check out the weekend. Not too bad at all. We're going to see temperatures back into some 40s and even some low 50s on Sunday. So feeling more like springtime coming up this weekend and to carry on into next week. It really is today that we have a little bit more or a lot more of winter weather affecting us here.
Yeah, and we also just got this into our newsroom. Lake Park Audubon 2 hours late this morning. So we thought we were done with schools being delayed or closed today, and we're back at it.
Here we are, and that area right along Highway 10, that's where we've seen some of the heavier bands of snow going on over the last hour or two. It's just kind of been sitting and snowing pretty heavily there. I'd expect to hear more from that area as well.
All right, Lisa, thank you this morning. And speaking of weather, new surveillance video is showing the immense power of